Hey everybody, it has been a solid week now buried deep in the iPhone 5, and while it has copped a huge amount of criticism for seemingly playing it safe, I'm happy to say in hand it's a brand new iPhone. Let's check it out. I wasn't overly enthused by the design at first. It seemed to expand little on the design of the 4's range, and I feared Apple had become complacent in a market it has plenty of influence over. And who can blame them? On appearance alone, I won't ever be using the 4 again. It is the iteration of all of the aspects of the design that gives the 5 its overpowering elegance. Thinness and weight are the two most striking features. Dropping 20% of its previous weight, it feels oddly smaller. The thinness allows for the seamless flow of the design to pass from the new coated brushed aluminium back along the beautifully shiny chamfers around a now colour-matched metal band. Fine details that add a huge amount of appeal. I love most that while everything is still present, they blend more naturally into the casing. The 30-pin lightning connector, while causing a major inconvenience for current accessories, is one that I can appreciate. It slots in firmly and in time will be standard and really helps tidy the bottom of the phone, but Apple should have been considerate of its consumers and supplied the adapter. The 5 has also done a major bump up of its specifications, boasting the new dual-core A6 CPU running at a reported 1GHz, 1GB of RAM and internal memory from 16 to 64GB as standard. It certainly isn't the highest spec phone available. But it doesn't need to be when iOS 6 is written so well to maximise efficiency. On benchmark tests, the CPU and 2D graphics mark perform almost twice as fast as the 4S. These are notable with no lagging or stuttering of graphics, and multitasking has become even smoother. The one much overlooked feature is the fact that it now offers 4G LTE data speeds. This is really a significant upgrade, and one that others seem to give Apple no credit. The antenna in general boasts improved 3G coverage, as I now find an additional bar where there was no bar before. With only a single glass pane for the new Retina display, the image is right at your fingertips. Resolution is exceptional as is to be expected, and I was surprised at how much better the brightness, vibrancy and overall depth of colour was on the new display. The other major feature of the display is its additional half-inch of screen size. This was a welcomed and expected addition, not too big and not too small. While it gives an additional row of applications on the home screens, it doesn't provide any additional functionality to applications that I had hoped it might, and not as many apps have been optimized for the new screen size yet. Running the latest iOS 6, it boasts many improved functionalities, either major or minor, to create the best iPhone experience I've had yet. The smoothness and simplicity of its design is really its cornerstone, and the improved browser speed and fluidity are what makes it stand apart from using the 4S. It's still the same, now almost stagnant design that is starting to show its age. You can appreciate its familiarity while wishing Apple would do something to give the iPhone 5 a more unique OS appeal. It has nailed additional features like Facebook integration and the upgrade of the UI for many of the native applications and Siri, but fell short on others. Their Maps application has won them no friends, and while functionally I had no dramas with it, it doesn't feel as populated and robust as Google Maps. The same goes for losing the native YouTube application. I actually really like the original, and even though the standalone app now fits the bill, it isn't the same simple design Apple offers in its software. The additional screen size could have been put to better use, like giving notifications actual line of sight, and new additions like the Passbook, Apple's one-stop e-style solution for holding all of your discounts, vouchers and boarding passes, is so far useless and underpopulated. This version of iOS feels a little rushed in some areas and doesn't improve usability of settings and calling out, which take longer to achieve your goal than the competitive Android software. The quality of calls has improved somewhat. Clarity on the receiver's end is notable thanks to a 3-mic array, and I noticed clearer voices on my end too. In particular, the sound had more bass, which I felt gave a more accurate sound, but others may not take to it. The software now also boasts a reply with message function, which is really handy. The 5 ships with improved optics as well. The rear 8-megapixel sapphire crystal lens does display improvements in everyday shots, but it handles low-level lighting much better compared to the 4S. Particularly, the shutter speed was lightning quick to snap photos. The real improvement is in video with greater image stabilization. The front camera boasts 1.2 megapixels and the quality is superb for video chat. And the new panoramic capability integrated into the software is a fun addition. Another major overhaul has been in the headphones now called EarPods. I've had an extremely positive experience with them, having found them fit my ears well and the sound quality blowing my mind, particularly on those bass heavy beats. The same experience can't be said for everyone who have had trouble keeping them in their ears. You won't be getting the $30 adapter with this phone, which is so damn annoying. Until my protest is over and I purchase the adapter, I won't be using my docking stations anytime soon. With so much competition for the iPhone nowadays, it is hard for consumers not to expect overhaul over iteration. My initial hesitancy with Apple's latest offering was soon replaced with elation. Until you can hold the 5, you can't really appreciate how different it actually is. It has a fantastic ecosystem that is integrated well between all Apple devices, but still attempts to repel any other brand which limits its connectivity options without Apple branded accessories. The speed and power is impressive, but they still didn't deliver a full day of charge with how I use my phone. There is plenty of room for improvement, and I now hesitantly wait to see the iPhone 5S that will probably only boast NFC, which is lacking in this device. Overall, it is the best iPhone. It is a fantastic experience, but I am left wanting. Perhaps I expect too much, but that's why you pay what we do for Apple products. I'm Kurt from KABOOtech. Thanks for watching.